What is up, everybody? It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for the 3D. My name is Drew Dickinson, and I thank you so much for listening, as always, right here on the SDH Network. It is an interesting week in English soccer. We've got a mixture of Premier League matchups and FA quarterfinal matchups. Manchester United, they have their scheduled Premier League game with Sheffield United that will be postponed, as they will be hosting Liverpool this Sunday at Old Trafford in the FA Cup quarterfinal. Of course, United defeated Nottingham Forest in the fifth round, 1-0. And of course, we remember they defeated Newport County away 4-2. But it seems every time United and Liverpool clash, there's a spotlight. And I honestly, truly, guys, I don't see it being any different this weekend with the winner headed to Wembley for the semi-final. The last time these two teams faced off was back in December of 2023. Where they both finished in a 0-0 draw. Remember, this was the game that Diogo Dalot received the 94th minute red card. I can say with confidence that this is a much different Liverpool squad. They've been hit with the recent injury bug themselves, have seemingly gotten healthy, at the right time, not just for an FA Cup run, but they're right in the middle of the Premier League title race with Arsenal and Man City. United, on the other hand, out of Europe, seemingly out of the title race. The FA Cup could really make, it could really make the season for United, which has been so full of many, many lows. Remember, last season, United lost in the final to City. So that should provide just a little bit of an extra spark coming into Sunday's game with their arch rivals, Liverpool. I mentioned earlier, Liverpool being hit with the recent injury bug. It's no secret that the injury bug has been quite big this year for Manchester United, but good news, really great news. We've got reports that Rasmus Højlund, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka are in contention to play this weekend. And little nugget, a little rumor, Mason Mount has been on the field and he's trained all week. So if he's not back in contention for the FA Cup quarterfinal, I expect him back when the Premier League season begins again. Tyrell Malacia still out. Lisandro Martinez getting better. He could be in contention as well. Not so fast, though, on those two. Malacia probably won't play again this season, but I expect Martinez back within the week. And, over the past month or so, a little more, a little less, give or take, we've seen Alejandro Garnacho become one with the right wing. He's made that his spot to lose. Arguably, he's untouchable out there on the right side. Marcus Rashford, who's having a season, let's just say this. Marcus is having a season that he'd like to forget, but he himself has really come on lately. I expect him to continue to own that left side. And with reports of Højlund coming back into the fold, I expect Bruno, who has played very well and gotten quite comfortable with Rashford and Garnacho playing in that sort of a false nine role. So I expect Bruno to drop back in as the number 10, Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo to anchor that midfield. I expect a back four of Diogo Dalot, Rafael Varane, Johnny Evans, who, good gosh, he's gotten in the time machine and looks like he's jumped back 10 years. He's playing fantastic. And of course, Victor Lindelof, whom I must say has played very well the last two games at that left back spot. He's looking to make it his own. But if Luke Shaw is fit, or if Wan-Bissaka is fit, I expect Wan-Bissaka and Diogo Dalot to be the two right or left, to be the two wing backs. Given that United are still, they're still out, arguably two starters with Martinez and Mason Mount still gone. And of course, the lack of depth on the bench. I could really see this going two ways. see going to as the finish final score. I see Liverpool winning in a blowout, which they tend to do at Old Trafford, or United really buckling down and just holding their ground. You remember it was 0-0 last time at Anfield. If not a blowout from Liverpool, I see United winning via penalty kicks. It could really go either way. Like I said before, they could use losing in the final as motivation to come in and really take this FA Cup by the horns, or it could just be a typical Liverpool Manchester United matchup in the last 3 or 4 years at Old Trafford, where Liverpool just dominates. Manchester United, they haven't lifted the FA Cup since 2016. So I really hope that they are rare and ready to go. Could this weekend lead them closer to another piece of silverware? We'll have to wait and find out. Sunday at 11:30. Remember, Liverpool coming to town. Mo Salah, he came into the City game, and as soon as he got subbed into the game turned in the favor of Liverpool. Could he be fit to start? Who knows? Gakpo, is he going to come off the bench? Darwin Nunez, he's fit, he's flying, playing well. We know how good Virgil van Dijk is, but could he be a victim of Rasmus Højlund? Could he be a victim of the Marcus Rashford speed? Who knows? It's going to be a fun one. I really can't wait. Luis Diaz, Diogo Dalot is going to be a great battle on that left side. We'll just have to wait and see. That's going to do it for me, though, for this week's episode of the 3D. I thank you all again so much for listening wherever you may be. Have a great weekend. We will speak to everyone next week. And as always, back over to yous, John.
3D.